Hey everyone, and welcome. We all think we know what a book is, right? It's paper, it's ink, it's a cover. But today we're going on a little journey, way beyond the physical object, to uncover its secret life, its hidden purpose. This is a journey that can actually transform a book from something you just read into something that builds you.
So, let's start with a simple question, but with a twist. Not just how is a book printed, but how is a book really made? Like, what's the true origin story of the knowledge that's inside? As you're about to see, the answer is way more profound than you might think.
All right, first, let's start with what we know, the familiar part of the story. Every single book out there begins its life as an idea, and it goes through this really tangible process to become the object that we can actually hold in our hands.
And this journey is a massive undertaking, let me tell you. It kicks off with that spark in an author's mind. Then it moves through the careful hands of editors and designers, and then it becomes a real physical thing in a printing press. Until it finally lands on a shelf. It's a journey from mind to matter. But what if that's only the first half of the story?
This is where we take a turn. Because if you really stop and think about it, is any idea truly born from nothing? Or is all human creativity, well, is it something else entirely?
I love this quote. It suggests that authors aren't just creating stuff in a vacuum. No, they're more like master arrangers, or maybe even DJs, taking all these scattered pieces of existing knowledge and experience and then weaving them together into a beautiful new pattern.
And you know, this ancient wisdom from Ecclesiastes echoes that exact same idea. Every new book, every new discovery, it's made by standing on the shoulders of giants. We're all just part of this huge, ongoing conversation, simply reshaping truths that were already there, just waiting to be seen in a new light.
But what if there was another source of knowledge out there? One that doesn't just rearrange the old pieces on the board, but introduces something completely and totally new. A truth that actually breaks the cycle because it doesn't come from inside the cycle, it comes from above the sun.
So here's the crucial distinction we've got to make. Knowledge under the sun is all about recombination. Taking old things and making better versions. But knowledge from above, well, that isn't just an improvement, it's a total recreation. It doesn't just add to the system, it fundamentally changes the person who receives it. So if this special kind of knowledge comes from outside our system, how does it get in? Well, the idea is that certain texts are more than just information. They're actually architectural blueprints designed to build something entirely new, not on a plot of land, but inside of you, the reader. Now, to really get this, we have to become linguistic detectives for a minute. The ancient Hebrew language has this hidden blueprint baked right into it, a kind of wordplay that reveals the entire purpose of this divine construction project. You ready for this?
Okay, it all starts with the verb bana. On the surface, it means to build, but it's not just about bricks and mortar. It's this dynamic, life-giving action. To build a house in this sense really means to establish a family, a future, a lineage with real purpose.
Now, look really closely. This is so cool. Hidden right inside the word bana is the word ben, which means sun. And this is the key. The entire purpose of all the building is to produce the sun. The structure exists for the air.
And here's the final piece of the puzzle. The Hebrew word for stone is even, which is basically a mashup of the words for father and son. So the son, the ben, doesn't just get to live in the house. He actually becomes the living stone, the even, for a whole new spiritual house. The person is the foundation.
So what does all this mean? What's the takeaway? It means the final stage of this whole journey is the most radical one of all. The text is no longer some separate object you're holding. The blueprint literally becomes the being.
This whole idea of being built into something new is captured perfectly in this common Korean saying. It's this plea, this call for someone to move beyond their basic biological existence, just being a human, and to realize their full potential to become a true person of character and substance.
This journey is the ultimate goal of the divine blueprint we've been talking about. It's the transformation from what's called a Nephesh Chayyah, which is just a living soul, the same term used for animals, into a true son of man, a being who fully reflects the character of their builder. And that brings us to our final metaphor. The purpose of this kind of book isn't to give you little patches of wisdom to fix up your old self. No, it's to clothe you in a completely new identity, a seamless garment woven from a single, top-down truth, not patched together from all the recycled ideas found under the sun. So, we're left with this final thought to chew on.
What if the purpose of the most important books isn't just to be read, but to be built within you? What if they are literal blueprints designed to construct a new reality right inside of us? Thanks for digging into this with me today.